Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome to your daily live commentaries here today playing some Team Fortress 2 as the Scout with the new and improved Baby Faces Blaster. This thing has gotten a well-deserved buff, and technically it is a rebalance because there are nerfs involved, but overall the weapon has been buffed. You no longer lose all of your boost when you jump. It's only when you do an air jump, so if you're double jumping or you fall off something, and then you jump, you only lose 1/4 of your boost. You now start off faster. It used to be you had a 35% movement reduction until you built up your boost meter. Now that's a 10% reduction. And you still move at the same maximum speed, 520 units when you build up the full boost meter. They did remove the accuracy bonus, and they reduced the mag size to 4 rounds, which I don't know if I actually already had that. It might have already been 4 rounds as a mag size, but that's what it is now. So overall, the weapon, I think, is much, much, much better. This is a weapon that I've loved since they introduced, but I never used because moving at 35% speed and not being able to jump in the beginning as a scout is really, really bad. But now you can at least take basic, do single jumps, and you start off a little bit faster than you did before, although you're still slower than a default scout. But once you build up some boost, everything gets better, and you're much faster. You can see I can jump now, and I don't lose any boost. But if I double jump like I did there... Gosh darn it. Okay, forget it. But you saw when I double jumped, I lost 1/4 of my boost. And I let that spy backstab everything because I'm not used to the 4 rounds yet. The 4 rounds, losing two rounds, is really a bigger nerf than it seems at first. Because, yeah, you still have 4 rounds, but you don't have the 6 that you're used to having with the scatter gun. And you don't have the quick fire rapid succession of the soda popper or the force of nature. You know, I mean, those only have 2 rounds, but you can fire them off, bang, bang, back to back like that. You can't do that with this weapon. And it had a damage penalty, I believe, that is now removed. Yes, damage penalty has been removed. I think it had like a 10% damage penalty or something in exchange for being more accurate. That has been removed. And I'm so glad they did this, because the reason I love this more than the other scatter guns, except maybe the default, there's a couple reasons. It has a neat mechanic behind it that I can really get behind. The speed boosting mechanic, and also it just looks good. It's the first scatter gun they added that was actually like a scatter gun and not a Force of Nature clone that had 2 barrels. And it makes it really easy just to outrun people and outpace them like that. Sniper, sniper. Oh, you're gonna go ham. You're going for the ham. I'll join you in that. After I shoot you a few times, that was an honorable battle. I don't know why you didn't just stay back and shoot. I mean, yeah, I was kind of ducking behind the cart, but I mean, I wasn't completely hidden there. But now that I have the speed, let's move up a bit and see what we can find. Because they should be forced to spawn back here now, which means they'll probably be coming out of here. I think they're forced to spawn back here. There we go. And with this setup, I really don't want to stay on the cart because, like I said, why stay on the cart and force myself to move so slowly when I can move around this quickly in their backfield and just cause a ruckus for them? And it just makes it really easy to outrun demo stickies, too. I love this new updated blaster. Now, granted, it's not good on every map. Every map is better for multiple weapons. Like right here, it's really good, but the Force of Nature is also really good here because you have this cliff that you can knock people off of. And in really close quarters, this thing is not good because, let me think, 2 Fort's the best example, though 2 Fort's not really a good map, but it shows the example well. 2 Fort is nothing but close corridors, close quarters combat, and when you get trapped in that, there's no way you can move. Your movement will count for nothing. It's like the battle... No, it's not like the Battle of Thermopylae. I was going to say, in the narrow corridors, it counts for nothing, but that's numbers, not movement. But you know, you get the point. In the narrow corridors, your movement doesn't benefit you nearly as much as it does out in the open. Like up here, it doesn't benefit me nearly as much. I'm more of a sitting duck up here. No, I shouldn't have done it. Level 1 sentry of all the things. I didn't get shot by it at all until I dropped down there. Okay, so that last match went nowhere fast. I'm going to spare you that pain and misery, and we're going to play a little bit of Harvest, which is a really good map to show this weapon off. I've been wanting to get a match of Snake Water but nobody's playing it. Snakewater is a map that was actually added in the update that did the change to the Babyface's Blaster, and there doesn't seem to be any servers that I can get good ping to that are actually running it, so I guess we're not going to be seeing that anytime soon. Maybe I'll get a video about it out later, but this is a really good map for the Babyface's Blaster Harvest. It's really wide open. There is a lot of sight lines where you can get chip damage with your pistol to build your boost, and once you build your boost, there's lots of room for you to run around in. Whole lot of room. Look how easily you can outstrafe people with this thing when it's built up. And I mean, that is also kind of a downside, is that because you're so much faster, it can be harder to aim, and stuff like this can happen. But overall, once you get used to the speed, it's not so bad at all. It is not so bad once you get used to it. Now that you can jump, you can actually get out of areas like that, and it's so much simpler. And something I didn't mention last round that I meant to is when you're... Ooh, I took that right to the face. And because I have the Sandman, I got one-shotted real easy. But when you're using this weapon, don't treat it like the old Babyface's Blaster. Use your spacebar. Jump around. Use it like a regular scattergun. Because even if you have to double jump or air jump for whatever reason, you can gain back your boost so fast that it's not even funny. I don't know what the Heavy was doing, but he gave me a free boost, so I'll take it. But you can get your boost back so incredibly fast that it's okay if you lose a fourth of it. And even if you lose all of your boost by some, set of circumstances, that's okay to lose all of your boost. Because when you have no boost, you're only 10% slower than default, which really isn't that bad. You are still incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. So don't worry about losing all of your boost, because it's not really that much of a detriment to move slow. It's not the 35%. Do you guys even know each other's there? It's there, the sniper got him. It's not the 35% reduction from the old Babyface's Blaster. Ooh, Sandman kill. So, only, losing 10% isn't that bad. Not that bad at all. You are marked for death. Stay marked for death. Why didn't you shoot me? I'll never know. Okay, yeah, sometimes you have to stand still because you strafe so fast it makes you miss shots. But I guess the last question comes down to, is this weapon better than the default scattergun? In very specific circumstances, like this, I would say it is. Now, granted, you still have the problem of having 2 less rounds in the weapon, which is really a bigger detriment than you may think it is, but the benefits do outweigh the losses in this sense. But in a lot of scenarios, in most cases, the default scattergun is going to be a better option, especially when you get into more close quarters areas where the boost speed doesn't really help you. Because when you get into to really close quarters areas, maybe I didn't show the part where I talked about this last round. When you get into really close quarters areas, your speed counts for nothing. Nothing at all. And it's not really that big of a help to you. I think that guy was the Heavy. Now he's spy crabbing. I don't know what these people are doing. No idea. How did that one-shot me? Huh, I wonder if I was missing health. Either way, I don't know what's going on in the server. Nobody's a bot, I don't think. Status. Everyone's got a Steam ID. Nobody's a bot. So, this is just how people on this server play, apparently. That's just how it goes. But yeah, the Babyface's Blaster, if you have not tried it yet, go use it. It is so much fun. So much fun. Such a good weapon. And definitely worth a shot. Definitely. Top scoring, 18 points. So, there you have it, everybody. Now, granted, we were playing against Spy Crabs, so really wasn't much of a competition, but I hope you really enjoyed it. The Babyface's Blaster, as I said, go try it. Really fun now. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see y'all next time.